Live from KSAT 12, the Nightbeat starts right now.
I just hope that they catch them because they deserve to rot in hell for what they did to my babies.
That a grandmother's raw message to the killers who took her 4-year-old granddaughter in her family's home. A hail of bullets that has ripped a family's heart out.
Now, 4 other people were hurt in that shooting on Windsor Hollow, including 2 more children. Tonight, their loved ones want to know who's responsible and why.
Catching those suspects, priority number 1. Today, Sheriff Javier Salazar confirmed a car that matches the suspect's vehicle was found in the Alamo Ranch area. That car was reported stolen in Converse a few days before that shooting.
Now, that's right. And a warning, the details we're about to show you and you're going to hear in this story are graphic. As deputies get closer to finding the suspects, we're also hearing from the victims' family members. As
the Night Team's Avery Everett reports, they are heartbroken and tonight searching for answers.
I just don't understand it. Like, who does stuff like this? Why? What happened?
A family fighting back tears and trying to understand.
And you're still searching for answers.
I'm still searching. I want to know why.
Why 2 suspects shot at their family's home on Windsor Hollow Wednesday night. When the gunfire was over, 4 people were hurt, including 2 of April Luna's grandchildren, and her 4-year-old granddaughter was dead.
I just want my granddaughter back. You know, I want her back.
Luna shared these photos of 4-year-old Marianne with us. The medical examiner still hasn't released her name yet, but Marianne's mom, who was shot and is still in the hospital, gave us permission to show these images and videos, hoping someone in this community will come forward with answers.
She wanted everything in life. Anything she could do, she wanted to do it.
These are images of the 2 other boys shot, Michael and Keanu, who have been in the hospital since Wednesday night.
We're sorry that cut out. We have the rest of the story. It will be on KSAT.com. And the search for those answers starts with finding those people responsible. So we want to talk about those 2 images. We have them on KSAT.com. Those are 2 suspects that the sheriff believes are connected to this case. If you know anything, please call the Bexar County Sheriff's Office.
Just seeing that video of little Marianne dancing around the living room just tears your heart out. Now, the grandmother was actually in the home when that shooting took place.
She says so, yes. And she says that she wasn't alone. I mean, she even describes the gunfire as fireworks that wouldn't stop.
Was there anybody else in the home at the time?
So we know mom and dad were in the home.
Right.
We know that the 2 other boys were in the home and that little girl was in the home. Grandma was there too. She also says that there was another little boy. So her 4th grandchild, he was in the home, but he was also uninjured.
Wow.
Such a tragic story.
Right.
Let's hope we find those suspects that are responsible. Avery, thank you. Want to give you an update now on a breaking news story we brought you last night. We're learning more about this man who surrendered to Bexar County Sheriff's deputies last night after a standoff. 40-year-old Anthony Tijerina was arrested after locking himself inside a home in North Bexar County. Sheriff Javier Salazar says Tijerina began shooting at them with an AK-47 style rifle. We're told 1 deputy returned fire. The rifle you see on your screen was the one that was actually found inside the home. This is what it looked like on Walden Walk last night, not far from Evans Road and TPC Parkway. No one hurt during the standoff. Tijerina charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault against a public servant. Sheriff Salazar described last night's incident as stemming from a mental health episode.
Which brings us here. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health, please get help. Right now, we've put a list of resources that you see there on your screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different numbers that you can call. Please don't suffer in silence.
A Medina County Sheriff's deputy found guilty after pepper spraying a 17-year-old who is now blind. But that deputy, this man, only sentenced to probation. Took the jury less than an hour to convict Jonathan Nunemaker. Prosecutors say the victim was arrested for driving a car stolen during a robbery. They say Nunemaker pepper sprayed the teen at close range while he was already handcuffed and sitting in the back of a patrol vehicle. He was sentenced to 7 years probation. The Medina County DA's office says if he violates the terms of his probation, he could serve the 7 years in prison.
Two former associates of Congressman Henry Cuellar have agreed to a plea deal related to his bribery case. Cuellar's former campaign manager and another political operative are cooperating with the Justice Department's prosecution of Cuellar. Now, according to court documents, Colin Strother and political consultant Florencio Lencho Rendon have agreed to plead guilty to conspiracy to commit money laundering. Cuellar and his wife Imelda were indicted last week for allegedly accepting nearly $600,000 in bribes from a Mexican bank and an oil and gas company owned by the government of Azerbaijan.
All right, switching gears now to not just the weather, but space weather. This has been a very big story tonight, and it is getting more popular by the minute. Starting tonight and through the weekend, the aurora borealis has already been seen and could continue to be seen in areas located farther south than usual due to a geomagnetic storm that's impacting Earth right now, the strongest one since October of 2003. Now, over the past few days, a giant cluster of sunspots released plasma and magnetic fields directed towards the Earth. In addition to impacting the northern lights, a few disruptions to things like radio communications, navigation, and satellites will also need to be monitored. And we have seen a few reports closer to south central Texas of a faint glow, some of the faint aurora borealis that has already been seen, especially on phone cameras. Up in Bernie, I've seen some reports, even near Camp Bullis. So if you want to try and see some of that faint pink glow in the sky, get away from city lights, and your phone camera will likely be able to pick it up a little bit better than the naked eye because of its sensitivity to lights. These geomagnetic waves have been overperforming tonight, and a good chunk of the lower 48 has been able to see them. We do also need to talk about the weather tomorrow and even into the upcoming Mother's Day weekend. A bit cooler than what we've seen the past several days thanks to a weak front that slipped through last night. Also, a slightly better rain chance on Sunday. It's not going to be a washout of a day for plans with Mom, but it is something we'll need to talk about. So we're going to detail all of that coming up a little bit later, Steve.
All right, I like that. A San Antonio forecast and a space forecast. Thank you, Mia. Well, some say it is a dangerous intersection. It's already proven to be deadly. One person died in a crash at Highway 90 and State Highway 211 on Monday. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office says a box truck didn't stop, drove right in front of an 18-wheeler.
So here's the thing. Many of you saw this story on our Facebook page and you wrote to us. You were worried about that intersection. So let's read some of those comments. Samantha here says it's only getting worse. They keep building more and it's bringing more traffic. Now, Lisa says it's a dangerous road and lots of construction with only 2 lanes and no lights. And Justin here adds the road isn't dangerous. The impatience of the drivers is. Thank you, by the way, for letting us know how you feel about that. Yeah. Meanwhile, the night team's John Paul Barajas went out to Highway 90 and State Highway 211 to ask neighbors about that intersection.
You take your life into your own hands every day you drive out of our neighborhood.
Those who live in the Briggs Ranch neighborhood off Highway 90 and State Highway 211 say they're no strangers to car crashes and close calls. We saw a few ourselves in just about an hour and a half's time.
When that box truck and 18-wheeler collided, the driver of that box truck died. When you heard about that, what was going through your head?
Another one. Someone else's loved one just passed away.
Why do we have to continue to have these fatal accidents?
Neighbors we spoke to say they're demanding additional safety measures to save lives.
We've had subdivisions built with hundreds of houses. We've had HEB, a Whataburger, all things that are just growing in this area, and I understand the growth, but we need the growth of our streets.
According to KSAT, both short and long-term changes are on the way. Spokesperson says an existing flashing beacon along 211 is being converted into a standard traffic signal as part of a traffic impact mitigation plan.
This neighborhood is so dangerous.
You heard it there. I believe that was your son.
Right.
He had to peel out just to get out of the neighborhood.
Exactly, and that's the way it is. We have to be very fast about getting out.
And looking long-term, KSAT plans to start construction this summer for a westbound to eastbound turnaround on Highway 90. It's expected to open in 2026. KSAT also has $260 million earmarked to help turn 2-lane roads into expressways along the nearly 4-mile stretch between 211 and Loop 1604.
We're just so far behind on traffic control.
John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
All right, now let's also keep talking about traffic. It's in another part of town. If you plan to travel to the far northwest side this weekend, there's another round of closures on 1604, but there will be relief just in time for Mother's Day. Parts of Loop 1604 just closed for construction a little over an hour ago, but they're going to reopen Sunday morning around 7.
Also happening this weekend, a celebration of Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. It's for the San Antonio Asian Festival. It's going to be tomorrow from 11 in the morning until 6 p.m. at La Villita. Costs $15 per person to get in. Kids under 12 get in for free. There will be cultural performances, food. It all benefits the Asian Resource Center of San Antonio. And tonight, a family desperately searching for their beloved pet monkey. Next on the Nightbeat, where Cupcake might be hanging out and how you might be able to help bring her home.
Welcome back, friends. I know you probably have a jam-packed weekend, but here's something else that you can do this weekend, and that is to support our veterans. For the first time ever, the Wilson County Veteran Services Office and the group Coffee, Cars, and Veterans are hosting a barbecue throwdown. Tomorrow, veterans from the Army, Navy, Marines, and Air Force are going to compete to see which of them has the best skills on the grill. The event is free. Anybody could go, and the money that's raised at the event is going to go towards helping veterans and their families.
Family members serve with the veteran throughout their career. And when they come out, many veterans are longing for that same camaraderie, that same family experience. So that is what this event is about. We want to plug veterans in and transitioning service members, get them connected with services and for them and their family members.
There's also going to be a car show, food trucks, events for the kiddos. Again, the barbecue throwdown is happening tomorrow from 10 to 2 at 435 State Highway 97 East in Floresville.
He's part of their family, a family pet, and finding one little Cupcake, see her there, would make a local family extremely happy. Cupcake is the name of their missing capuchin monkey, seen here in some home video. The pet disappeared from the family's Kendall County home in the Cordillera Ranch community about 2 weeks ago. They've been combing through their massive neighborhood, passing out flyers on their own. So far, Cupcake is still missing. Her family's heartbroken.
My children are in a lot of pain, and it's really, really hard to see. I search every day, and they come home from school hoping that I had found her.
Cupcake's owner spoke to us by phone, not wanting to reveal her identity. She says her family heading up a major community search for Cupcake. That search is set for tomorrow afternoon.
All right, tomorrow afternoon, I'm looking right now at 76 degrees, not as humid as it was before. Temperature's a little bit better. What's it going to be like tomorrow while they go searching?
Well, the good news is it is still going to be a bit cooler and the humidity not terrible. We will start to see more moisture pumping for your Mother's Day, which also could help spark a few showers and perhaps an isolated thunderstorm or two. More on that in just a second. Want to get to some KSAT Connect photos that are coming in of more aurora borealis sightings here in South Central Texas. These are from the Mico area. Absolutely beautiful. You've got right there that faint purple and pink on the horizon. This one is a lot easier to see. Again, best chances of spotting this tonight and even into the upcoming weekend away from city lights. Those are the best places that can view this. And you can start by taking your phone camera, since the sensitivity to light is a little bit higher with those phone cameras, and keep it on a longer exposure. See if you can snap a picture. But we have also gotten some reports in from Spring Branch, especially that some of these aurora borealis waves are able to be seen with the naked eye. So we'll see what we can find. If you do have a KSAT Connect photo or a photo, please upload it to KSAT Connect. We would love to see it. All right, weather headlines into the upcoming Mother's Day weekend. A lot of plans happening in and around San Antonio. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, low 80s. A few sprinkles to an isolated shower possible. Then into Mother's Day, we're going to bump it up to a 40% potential for a few showers, maybe a couple of thunderstorms, especially throughout the first half of the day. But the key here is that it's not going to be a washout of a day. So keep your plans with mom, but also keep the umbrella in the car should you need to use it. Then as we look ahead to next week, more humidity, isolated storm chances, and temperatures are going to start to warm back up. So here's the big picture across the state of Texas. A little bit of rain moving east of I-35 now, well off to our northeast. There's that frontal boundary that moved through last night, and which is is why it was a little bit cooler and, yes, a bit more comfortable to step out to today with that drier air in place. We've got a high pressure system off to our south, centered over Mexico, a low pressure system off to our west. That is going to be the contributing factor to those increasing rain chances by the second half of the weekend. Notice as it approaches the Central Plains and even the Texas Panhandle tomorrow. Again, a few sprinkles to a shower possible for your Saturday, but by tomorrow night, we'll start to see those rain chances increase. Maybe a few thunderstorms we'll need to monitor as this activity moves from west to east into the early morning hours of our Sunday. And then again, we're going to keep about a 40% potential for a few showers and storms on Mother's Day. Temperatures a little bit cooler, so low 80s expected for your daytime highs both tomorrow and into Sunday. Look at your morning lows, though, upper 60s. For context, earlier this week, we were waking up to temperatures in the mid 70s because of all of that moisture. So a little bit more refreshing out there over the next 48 hours in the mornings. But enjoy that, because as we really start to see more of that humidity pump back in for your Monday, overnight lows are going to come back up. Low 70s expected. Temperatures crank up as well, upper 80s, even pushing the low 90s as we head into next Tuesday. Right now, though, 70s across a good chunk of the area, 80 right now in Pleasanton. Check out Kerrville, though, under 70 degrees right now. Still has been a little breezy in spots, but not too terribly bad compared to what we saw earlier this afternoon. We're going to start off in the upper 60s, low 70s tomorrow. 74 at 10 a.m., 79 at noon, and then a high temperature topping off right around 83 degrees here in San Antonio. So yes, enjoy those slightly cooler temperatures over the next couple of days, because we'll really start to see those temperatures crank back up. Again, low 90s possible by Tuesday with more humidity in store. Until then, taking a look outside with live cam. I don't see any Aurora Borealis out there on the live cam. But again, especially for those away from city lights, if you can catch a photo, we'd love to see it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, nobody's getting taped to goalposts yet, but it is rookie mini camp. That'll happen during regular camp.
Yeah, that's when the rookies will have to carry the pads with the veterans.
Exactly, go get donuts, all that stuff.
But right now it's just rookies in mini camp. The Dallas Cowboys and their number one guy, Tyler Guyton, is extremely happy to be there. And the Texans, well, those rookies are not only dealing with mini camp, but they're dealing with some other issues in Houston coming up.
Man, so I looked at the weather before I got out of practice. It just said 80 degrees. So I was like, okay, bet it's only 80.
It wasn't like too hot. They say it gets hotter, so we gotta, just keep pushing through it.
And I walked out on the field and I was practicing. I'm like, this is not 80. Like this is like 90, something else. So it's a little bit different.
Texans rookies Kamari Lassiter and Blake Fisher dealing with minicamp and that Houston heat and humidity in big board sports. Two-day rookie minicamp is underway for the Dallas Cowboys at the Star in Frisco. The Rooks held two walkthroughs today, one in the morning and the other in the afternoon. The boys have signed 7 of their 8 2024 draft picks, including first-rounder offensive tackle Tyler Guyton. Second-rounder Marshawn Nealon is the lone Rook without a deal.
It sunk in. It sunk in today. I felt good out there. I mean, when I put my helmet on, it'll be a little bit different, but definitely putting on my jersey felt good.
It feels great, man. Just to be out here, show what we could do from the MAC and be able to, have fun with my guys and, learn the program.
Rookie minicamp also kicked off for the Houston Texans at the Methodist Training Center. The Texans have signed 7 of their 9 draft picks. Blake Fisher and Kalen Bullock did not have deals earlier today. Now, this minicamp is another step in the process for the Rooks to try to earn the trust of the veterans.
Man, I just want to show them, everyone, I want to earn the respect of my teammates, my coaches. I just want to come in here and, just do whatever I can to help the team. I want to help us be successful, and whatever that is, I'm going to do it.
I think just coming in, just gaining the respect and the trust and the dependability of my teammates. And then, from there, just learning from, Titus and Laramie, and the guys within guard center, and then obviously coaches.
The Texans will wrap up rookie minicamp tomorrow. It was a beautiful night for some playoff baseball as the La Jolla Coyotes were in town for Game 2 against the Brennan Bears, who took Game 1. Top 6, no score, no outs, bases loaded for the Coyotes. Homer Munoz hits into a double play, but the runner from third scores, and La Jolla forces a decisive Game 3 tomorrow, winning this one 3-0. Across the parking lot, the O'Connor Panthers were facing elimination against Brennan, who was down 2 runs in the 5th inning when we got there, but Brianna Jones changed all that with one swing. The throw home is wide as Farrah Lemus and Mia Gutierrez Castillo come home to tie it at 2. Then in the 6th inning, Amia Hasso hits an inside the park home run for the Panthers as O'Connor wins 3-2, forcing decisive Game 3 tomorrow.
We're just so excited to get an opportunity to be able to go back to state, and we've just put in a lot of hard work throughout the whole season, January to now. It's been a long season, but it's been a really successful one for us. I really do think that winning our sophomore year, going into our junior year, we really thought it was going to be an easy breeze, but I think it just taught us to still work hard and never take anything for granted.
The Antonian softball team are heading to the TAP State Tournament for the 4th year in a row. The Apaches will play Trinity Christian Academy from Addison, the Class 6A Division I state semifinals at 4:30 p.m. Monday at UT Arlington. All right, Astros at the Tigers today. Game 1 of that 3-game series. Top of the 8th, Jordan comes through with an RBI single to right field, tying this at 2-all. Next batter, Jeremy Pena puts the Astros on top for good, 3-2 with an RBI single, part of a 4-run 8th inning for Houston. And the Astros take it 5-2, and the Rangers lost at the Rockies tonight by a final of 4-2. And in Texas League action, the Missions lost at the Rough Riders tonight 4-1. Mitch Tainer is back for SAFC after the break. After falling in the U.S. Open Cup Wednesday night at Indy 11, San Antonio FC practiced this morning at Toyota Field. Quick turnaround, right? Ellen Marcinez's crew is looking to cap off their stretch of playing 3 matches in 1 week with a win tomorrow night against Las Vegas Lights FC, and the team is excited to have defender Mitchell Tainer back in the lineup.
He's a great captain. Vocally, he's one of the best I've ever played with. He's just a leader on the field, and the more leaders we have on the field, the better chance we have winning. So it's a guy you can count on, so it's great to have him back.
It just adds more to our arsenal as a team, you know, both in defense and attack. I think he fills in those gaps pretty well, and especially in the lead in front as well. You know, guys could just feed back off of that energy as well.
Tomorrow is Military Appreciation Night at Toyota Field, and SAFC will be wearing these military kits, which proudly say Military City USA on the back collar. That's a sweet jersey right there.
Yeah, see, I was going to say that's a nice jersey, but then I remembered they're called kits.
Yeah, kits.
Sorry, I didn't want to get the language right. Forgive me, Larry.
I'll be right back.
Their home and business sits on a tract of land approved by the city. Now, one letter is leading to numerous citations.
How did the city become aware of potential problems on a property with council-approved zoning? Turns out that is quite a tale.
KSAT investigates the criminal past of the disgraced former city official behind the letter and the developer who hired him.
It's apparent to all of us what's going on.
KSAT's investigation, including the developer's denial of involvement, is streaming now.
You know, add this to all of the things that are happening tomorrow. This is exciting because you still have time to get tickets for our first ever Texas Eats Food Festival happening tomorrow at Smoke Barbecue. 20 local chefs are going to be there with food for you to sample.
Yeah, keep in mind it's a 21 and up event. The event benefits the San Antonio Food Bank. Scan the QR code on your screen for tickets or go to texaseatstv.com for more information.
All right, let's take a look at some more KSAT Connect photos because why not?
Whoa.
This is from Bulverde, taken from a driveway. Beautiful. How about this one from Spring Branch?
Ooh.
We've actually seen a few just come in with the Starlink satellites too. So there's just a lot going on right now. And then this one from Bernie. So thank you all for sharing these photos. We'll keep you posted with the forecast into the weekend.
All right, beautiful. Thank you for that. And thank you for being with us all week. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Mother's Day.
See you on Monday.